Personality Development Skills, brought to you by Let's Talk Institute, a premier academy for language and finishing skills. This is a demonstration video on personality development. For complete program, visit us at letstalk.company.in. Personality Development Skills, Episode 9. Communication Skills. All human exchange, personal or professional, is based on communication. It is our responsibility to make others understand. It is vital to be able to communicate and interact effectively with others, using both verbal and non-verbal communication. Communication is an ongoing process, derived from Latin word communis, which means to share. The word communication means sharing ideas, messages and words, expressed through a language. Communication is a two-way process. It requires understanding and proper feedback. Hence, for any interaction to turn into communication, we need a communicator and a receiver. Verbal communication. Verbal communication is one of the most important forms of communication. It is how we get our ideas, thoughts, and feelings across to people in various situations. Structure of verbal communication. Verbal communication consists of four crucial elements: content, organization, style, and delivery. Content. The purpose of communication should be clearly stated. The content should be simple, logical and relevant. The conclusion should be well supported and accurate. Organization. Use a sequence to organize the contents. Ensure that the discussion flows from point to point, making it easier to comprehend. Style. You must be cautious of the choice of words, grammar and language usage. Use an appropriate tone to address the audience. Delivery. In order to communicate the message effectively, maintain constant eye contact with the listeners. The physical appearance also plays an important role. Be well groomed and appropriately dressed. You may also use suitable visual or audio aids to support your presentation. Use positive statements rather than negative ones. An average person takes 48% longer to understand a negative statement to a positive affirmation. Some tips for effective verbal communication. Clarify your ideas before speaking. Understand the purpose of your communication. Understand the type of audience you'll be presenting to. Pause at key points to emphasize. Your body language should support your words. Dress appropriately. Listen actively. Nonverbal communication. Nonverbal communication refers to all other modes of communication other than the spoken or written form. It forms 55% of communication cycle, while verbal communication is 35%, and the content takes just 7%. Gestures are an important indicator of communication. They tell us about the attitude of people during conversation and negotiations, that is, if they are open or defensive, self-controlled or bored. There are several ways in which you can learn to read body language. Television is one of the most effective one. Turn down the volume and try to understand what is being said. By increasing the volume at regular intervals of about 3 minutes, you will be able to check how accurate your non-verbal readings are. Now, take a look at this video and try to understand the communication happening. You can make your own statements from the expressions and gestures in the video.
Silence! Ideas come alive when you believe in them, because there's more to you.
Classmate.
For the big ideas in you.
Written communication skills. As most business communication is done through written communication, it is imperative to understand and follow the rules of writing. Use of inappropriate language can disturb a communication cycle. Good writing habits. Be active. Use active voice instead of passive to write, as the latter sounds impersonal and weak. Active voice directly addresses the subject, enabling easier comprehension. Be brief. Keep the communication brief but cogent. In order to make your communication effective, use simple words. Write to express, and not to impress. Be clear. Put yourself in the reader's place, and write accordingly. Use fewer and relevant words. Be positive. Use positive words and expressions which communicate energy and enthusiasm. Write with passion. Business writing is persuasive writing. You have to try to convince someone to take some action. Rules of good writing. Write with the reader in mind. Decide on the objective before you start writing. Use KISS principle, keep it short and simple. Format to guide the reader. Use words effectively. Use active and passive voice appropriately. Avoid long, complicated and redundant sentences.
This was a demonstration video on personality development skills. For complete program, visit us at letstalk.company.in. Or you can subscribe to our channel on YouTube by clicking the subscribe button just above this video. I hope you found this video helpful. Kindly put your comments on this video, which would help and motivate us making more videos. Thank you for watching us. Take care.